A moment when Diana confronted Camilla.
I was terrified of her. One of the bravest moments of my entire 10 years, feel upstairs, all hell breaking loose. What is she going to do? I cried. I've never cried before.
What did Diana say to her?
So I sat myself up something awful.
I was crying out for help, but giving the wrong signals.
This was my big step. Try and stop me from going downstairs. Donna, don't go down there.
How did Charles and Camilla react?
I've come to the conclusion that really it would have been far easier to have had 2 wives.
I was devastated. Rage, rage, rage. He needled me the whole way down to Ham Common.
Princess Diana and Prince Charles's marriage was far from happy. But no one really knew just how tragic it was.
Well, there were 3 of us in this marriage, so it was a bit crowded.
Charles was actually dating Camilla before he even met Diana. But he left for the army, and Camilla got engaged.
She saw that she could do that and have Andrew at the same time, get married to Andrew, have Andrew's children, and still be the Prince of Wales's #1 mistress.
Charles had to find a suitable girl to marry. How did Diana find out about their affair? Someone told her that Charles made a bracelet for Camilla. She went to the person who made it to make sure.
I walked into this man's office one day and I said, "Oh, what's in that parcel?" "Oh, he said you shouldn't look at that." I said, "Well, I'm going to look at it." So I opened it and there was a bracelet.
Diana was devastated. The bracelet was engraved with the letters G and F, which stood for Gladys and Fred, the nicknames Charles and Camilla had given one another.
I didn't like myself. I was ashamed that I couldn't cope with the pressures. I was crying out for help, but giving the wrong signals.
She confronted Charles, but didn't leave him.
Diana was deeply suspicious about Charles and Camilla. She couldn't always tell when they were together, but she could sense it.
One day, she decided to confront Camilla too.
One of the bravest moments of my entire 10 years was when we went to the ghastly party.
It was the 40th birthday party of Camilla's sister.
And nobody expected me to turn up. But again, a voice inside me said, just go for the hell of it.
Charles didn't support her decision at all.
And he was appalled at the thought that the 2 women in his life were actually going to meet.
He needled me the whole way down to Ham Common, trying to bait me, "Why are you coming tonight?" Nib, the whole way down. I didn't bite, but I was very, very uned.
Diana decided to start treating Camilla differently.
I sat myself up something awful. I decided that I wasn't going to kiss Camilla hello anymore. I was going to shake hands with her. This was my big step.
Everything was going fine until one moment. She noticed that Charles and Camilla were not upstairs. Diana knew she was going to find them together. People tried to stop her.
Donna, don't go down there. I know what I'm going to confront myself. I'm just going to find my husband.
She found them downstairs with another man.
I thought, right, this is your moment. So I went and sat down, joined in the conversation as though we were best friends.
It was her chance to talk to Camilla.
And I said, Camilla, I'd love to have a word with you if possible. And she looked really uncomfortable, put her head down. She said, "Oh, yes, fine."
She told the men that they'll rejoin them soon.
And they shot upstairs like chickens with no heads. And I could feel upstairs all hell breaking loose. What is she going to do?
This moment could have easily turned out to be a huge scandal.
So we sat down and I was terrified of her. And I said, "Camilla, I'd just like you to know that I know exactly what's going on."
Camilla pretended she didn't know what Diana was talking about. Diana said she knew about her and Charles.
And she said to me, very interesting, she said to me, "You've got everything you've ever wanted. All the men in the world fall in love with you. You've got 2 beautiful children, what more would you want?" So I said, "I want my husband."
Diana then apologized for standing in their way.
I said to Camilla, "I'm sorry I'm in the way. I obviously am in the way. And it must be hell for both of you. But I didn't know what's going on, don't you know?"
Charles was mad.
In the car on the way back, my husband was over me like a bad rash.
Diana was heartbroken.
Like I've never cried before. It was anger. It was 7 years of pent-up anger coming out. Cried. I didn't sleep that night.
But nobody could understand her in that family. Later, she told Charles what happened.
And I said to him at the weekend, 3 days later, I said, "Oh, Diane, I'm sure you want to know what I said to Camilla. There's no secret, you may ask her. I just said I loved you, and there's nothing wrong in that."